Today we're going to do an oil change on what I believe to be is a 1993 John Deere 455 diesel. I got this lawnmower a couple days ago and I think it's time to do a first oil change on it. That is the part number for the home maintenance kit, and it should come with just about everything you need there, besides a hydraulic oil filter it looks like. But go ahead and get started. First thing I'd recommend doing is popping open the hood here. Just lift up on the front, kind of jiggle it in the back. It comes right up. And I have access to everything. Go ahead and spin off your oil filter cap. That way your oil drains a little easier and don't lose that. Next, start draining your oil. You'll need a 10mm socket. Just put it on right there. Put the hell up. While your oil's draining, you can go ahead and get this side panel off, and that'll be where your filter is at. Once you have your side panel off, you'll see your other oil fill cap, oil filter, and fuel filter. We can go ahead and start working on getting that oil filter off. You want to make sure when you take it off that you still have your O-ring on there and that it's not either stuck on the engine there. Because if you put the new one on with this old O-ring on there, you're going to have quite the leak. Let's get that old one off of there. Go ahead and grab your new one. Crack it open. So again, make sure you got an O-ring on there. And take some a bit of that old oil. Spin it around there, kind of moisten up that O-ring, that way it seals a little bit better. And go ahead and clean off your sealing surface here. Spin it off. And it just needs to be hand tight. There shouldn't be any reason that you need to use a filter wrench or anything like that on these. So now that you got the new oil filter on, you're going to go ahead and change the fuel filter right there. Go ahead and get that started. So first thing, shut off your fuel, and then you can spin the cover loose here and get it out. To get that off, it's a bigger channel locks. Get your new filter here. Try and keep it clean. Get your old one. Just lay it on the side here. Put your new one in. Make sure that the hole's to the top. See that spring in there. Try and get that centered just a little bit. Kind of see the spring inside of here. Make sure you're nice and springy. Make sure your O-ring is still good. Give it a little wipe down. And get your metal cap and slide it on up. And there's your new filter in your new housing, and spin her back on. My housing is actually missing a bolt right here to keep attached. It's a little loose, but we'll make do with it. Turn the fuel back on. Make sure we're good to go. So once you get your oil filter back on and your fuel filter back on and fuel turned on, go to replace the air filter right here. You check your air indicator, air restriction indicator, see if it's working, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Generally, I mean, the air filter comes in the kit, might as well replace it at the time. So to do that, you're gonna close your hood back up here just a little bit. That way you can get the front grill off. And you'll have two of those little sliding keys, so turn those and then the grill pulls right off. Set it off to the side there, and then you want to start spinning this wing nut off to get your air filter out. See, it was probably time to change that. It's pretty dirty along with the inner. And funny thing is, that's the logo from 2000. That's the logo from 2000 onward. So probably a pretty old air filter that was in there. So once you're done changing all the filters out, go ahead, and your oil's probably done draining by now. Close up your valve again, and we can go ahead and pour in the normal new oil. The engine holds 3 quarts, 15W40, so they give you in the home kit. Need a funnel and a pinch, cut the top off the cook bottle there. But make sure to hold it so it doesn't spill everywhere. Done filling it up, go ahead and check your oil level, make sure it's up to the hash marks there, and it's a little over, but remember there's no oil in the filter yet, so it'll fill it up and then top off as necessary. Once I get done checking all the levels after I ran it for a few seconds, I take it around the yard, give it a little shake down, make sure it's still acting right.